Okay, so here is Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter, and Rupert Grint as Ron Weasley, and Rupert Grint is not even a tall person. In fact, he's kind of small. He is listed at 5'7.5", and you can see that Ron or Rupert Grint clearly has to look way down at Daniel Radcliffe. There is no way a 5'5" person can look that short next to a guy who's in the 5'7" range. Now, I am going to show you a Harry Potter clip from the Order of Phoenix, and then I am going to pause and elaborate what's going on in the movie scene, why he looks so much taller than he actually is.
She dead! She's dead!
Okay, so the guy who is playing the bully, Dudley Dursley, is Harry Melling, and he is listed at 5'9", and you can clearly see that Daniel Radcliffe is even under his shoulders, which indicates that he is not even 5 feet here. Okay then, so how come in just under a second he looks from looking way under 5 feet to looking like he's about 5'5"? Well, people, let me tell you, he is for certainly not 5'5", and this is an illusion. I'll show you guys in slow motion, and you'll be able to catch that there's something up with this scene. Okay, so when you really pay attention to this movie scene, you can clearly see that he is most likely walking on top of something to make himself look about 5'5". Most likely, he is walking on some sort of elevation or an apple box. But then, when they're running together with no tricks being used, you can clearly see that Daniel Radcliffe looks really tiny next to him, and it's pretty obvious at this point that he is not 5'5". In fact, he looks lucky if he's 5 feet here. And you can clearly see that using a height scale, when Daniel Radcliffe is with a 5'9" actor, you can clearly see the height scale shows that he's about 4'11". Okay, so I am going to show you guys another clip from a Harry Potter scene, the Half-Blood Prince, and I am going to show you what his actual height is based off the clip, and I'm going to show you guys how they trick you into thinking that Daniel Radcliffe is taller than he actually is.
I assume right about now you must be wondering why I brought you here. Am I right?
Actually, sir, after all these years, I just...
Okay, so the guy that he is next to, that plays Professor Dumbledore, his name is Michael Gambon, and he is listed at 5'9", with a peak height of 5'11". And if you're asking me, I think Daniel Radcliffe looks about 4'9" there.
Go with it.
And then, all of a sudden, in just a split second, you can see that Daniel Radcliffe looks about 5'5", which is false. So, he is obviously standing on something, because you can see there's a huge gap between the first clip before the split second where he appears to be about 5'5". So, clearly, they trick you into thinking he is taller than he actually is by using tricks like camera angles, standing on boxes. That's why they don't show his legs or like his lower feet, because you know he's standing on something and they don't want you to know that he's actually way smaller than he actually is. But I just proved that he is a lot smaller. So what's the truth about Daniel Radcliffe's height? Well, I think in reality, Daniel Radcliffe stands at about 4'10". Now, feel free to leave any comments or debates about Daniel Radcliffe's height. And as usual, please remember to leave a like and subscribe.